Hello and welcome to CloudFolks HUB. My name is Bhavesh Atara. Now you know that if you have your EKS cluster and you want to deploy application inside EKS cluster, you have to use Kubernetes native command line tool known as kubecontrol. In this video, I'm going to provide you step-by-step details that how you can install kubecontrol inside your EC2 instance and manage your EKS cluster using kubecontrol. So let's start. I'm going to provide you step-by-step details using this mind map, and this is complete lab. So let's start with the goal. Install and configure kubecontrol on an EC2 instance so that we can securely manage our EKS cluster. Here we have labs tabs. We have total 6 tabs. We are going to create EC2 instance. Then we are going to connect this EC2 instance, and then we will verify AWS CLI. We also need to provide authentication information. Then we will download and install kubecontrol. Once you have your kubecontrol ready, we have to set up kubeconfig file. So we will do this in the step number 4. Then we are going to test our connectivity. We will use some kubecontrol commands to verify that yes, it is actually working with our cluster. And then if there is a troubleshooting, we will use this troubleshooting steps. Now I'm going to start with the step number 1. Here we are going to launch completely new EC2 instance. Now before I'm going to launch EC2 instance, I have to make sure that my EKS cluster VPC detail. So right now, this is my EKS cluster going to the networking, and my cluster is inside this particular VPC. Now, if I'm going to launch my EC2 instance into the different VPC, in this case, I have to make sure that the cluster must have public or public and private endpoint. If I'm going to launch my EC2 instance into the same VPC, then I don't need to worry about this. Even if it is a private, I can attach my EC2 instance with this particular EKS cluster. We are going to use same VPC. I have only one VPC and this is a default VPC. So I'm going to launch EC2 instance into the same VPC. So this is a verification step. Now we are going to launch instance. Here I provided you all this detail. So right now I'm going to EC2 and I'm going to use same VPC, right? Okay. Let's click launch instance. Here I'm going to give name EKS manager. You can give any name according to your convenience. And here I'm going to use Amazon Linux. Here it is 2023 latest Amazon Linux. I'm using it. T2 micro. You can choose T2 micro or T3 micro. Both are actually free. Then you can choose your key, UT key. I have this key, so I'm going to use this. Here I have detail about my VPC. This is 335 VPC ID and it is same over here. So even if I have a private endpoint for my EKS cluster, I can manage them because I'm going to launch my EC2 instance into the same VPC. Here we have security group. We don't need to change it. Yes, we have to make sure that we must have port number 443, means HTTPS port allowed into the outbound rule of security group. But as you know that when we are having our new security group, we have all traffic allowed for outbound. So we don't need to worry about it. We have SSH port 22 allowed for inbound, which is enough. So this is done. I don't need to change anything over here. Make sure that you have auto assign public IP enabled. And now I'm going to launch this instance. Okay. So our instance will be ready. We are waiting for this. Meanwhile, I'm going for the step number 2. In the step number 2, we are going to connect our EC2 instance using SSH first. So let me do this. You have to open command prompt. I have my key into the download folder. So I'm going to the downloads, SSH-I. My key is utkey.pam. Now EC2-user, which is a default username we have. And here I am going to use public IP of EKS manager. So here I have this public IP. Let me test it, and I'm able to access this, right? Okay, I'm getting permission error message over here. Why? I have to check this out. Let me open command prompt because generally it should work. Okay, now I got access. Now what I am doing, I am going to log in as a root. So sudo -i, and I am logged in as a root now. So yes, I successfully access my EC2 instance. Now I want to verify AWS CLI. If you want to verify, you can use AWS -version command. It is going to provide you detail about AWS CLI install or not. If you are getting this version detail, it means AWS CLI is already installed. Now, I am using Amazon Linux. In Amazon Linux, they have this AWS CLI pre-installed. If you are using CentOS or Debian, you have to install AWS CLI, okay? But I have pre-installed. Now, we have to log in to this AWS CLI for the authentication, right? So let's go with this. I'm going to start with introduction. We want to access our EKS cluster from this machine. Without logging, AWS CLI cannot talk with the EKS cluster. Just like logging into the AWS console, we also need to log in through the AWS CLI so EKS can allow us to connect. There are two ways. Basically, if you are using AWS EC2 instance and if you want to provide authentication information, we should use AWS role. This is the best and most secure method, but in EKS, it required extra step and become a bit complex. So that's why we are using AWS access key and secret key. This is not most secure way, but this is simple and easy way for the lab. For this reason, even though IAM role is the best practice, we are not using over here, we are using access key and secret key. Now, we need to generate access key and security key for our root user, which is not recommended. But right now, our main goal is practice. We are just testing the things and we want to verify that how kubecontrol works. So I'm going to use this, okay? So here I provided you all this detail like how you can generate this. I'm going to generate this for my account. So you have to go to your AWS account. Here you have security credentials. Now you will get detail about, this is the detail that you are getting is for your root user, right? And here I have this key. So I have this key already generated. I am going to delete this key. Okay, so you have to deactivate first. Then you can generate the new one. So we'll generate new one. Let me delete. Okay, now let's generate. First of all, you need to click on create access key. I understand. And here you are going to get it. Let me copy this here. You have to give command AWS configure. I'm going to paste access key. Now you have secret key. Copy and paste it over here. Here you can write default region. I have my EKS cluster in Mumbai, so I'm going to use AP South 1 and default output I want is this. For your convenience, I provided all the detail over here, right? Okay, now we also logged into the AWS CLI. Everything is working fine. So we can say that this step is also completed. Now we need to download kubecontrol. We need to download it and install it. So first of all, we need to download this. Now use AWS official download page. So you have this URL, you have to copy this and paste it into your browser and you will get official website of AWS from where you can download kubecontrol for your EKS. Now here we have Linux system, so I'm going to choose Linux and we need to verify our.
Sorry to interrupt you. I know you guys are enjoying our video a lot because our final ultimate goal is Solution Architect Certification exam. To reach the destination, we required full videos. Path number 1, our 6-in-1 program. Our 6-in-1 program include all prerequisite skills which is needed as a cloud engineer. It include 24/7 support, lifetime update, section-wise practice test, full course practice test with tips and tricks by Bhavesh Atara, how to do exam preparation course, weekly lifetime live session with Bhavesh Atara, and 6 AWS project with documents. Path number 2, you can enroll by paying 499 and get Hindi and English, both the languages, videos of AWS. The choice is yours how to create your success story by choosing best one. Best of luck. Thank you.